couple of people that are real good friends of mine who asked me, when are you going to write a book? When are you going to write a book? And I really had no interest in writing a book. I just thought it was really difficult to do because I knew people who wrote books and it took them, a year and a half to do it, and I really wasn't inclined to take that kind of time. So, but anyway, so I got an email from my nephew who asked. He said he had one question. How many versions of World Series rings were there in 1973? And so, fortunately, when I covered the A's in the early 70s when they were really good, we got the two writers that covered the team got World Series rings. So I told him, I wrote back, he said, well, just one. So anyway, in an email, he said, you ever thought about writing a book? And so I wrote back, said no. And he said, well, you should put something together for your grandkids. And so I started thinking that, for them to get to know who I am and what I did. And I never really talk about myself at all. And so I said, well, that's kind of cool. So I started, and I started with when I was kind of introduced to journalism in 1963 as a high school senior. And just kind of went from, just started there. I just started writing, kind of remembering what had happened. And so it went from chapter to chapter, and I would write a chapter a year, and then I sent it to my nephew. He would read it, and he'd say, wow, this is really interesting stuff.